Hey everybody, wanted to make sure that you knew what we were doing with the btwclassroom.net project. The assignments at Moodle, you go to btwclassroom.net. Your class will be toward the bottom under ED342, and use the name of the class as your username and the password we talked about in class. If you don't know it, email me, text me, whatever. So the first instruction is, in the course settings, add a description of your class. The course settings are down here toward the bottom in the right-hand column. You'll see Edit Settings. You'll click it and it'll bring open the little window. And I can come down here. This is the description of my class. You will actually write a description, however. I'm going to go toward the bottom now and hit Save Changes, and that's done. Next, we'll move on to the next instruction. Retitle the news forum as Discussion Forum and make a post in the forum you'd want students to discuss. To do this, first I'm going to hit the Turn Editing On button in the corner. And if you'll notice, now we have all the stuff to do the changes. I'm going to click the Edit Title and call this the Discussion Forum. I'm going to go in the Discussion Forum and add a new topic. You will make something that your class can discuss easily. Hit Post Forum. And there we go. We are in the class. So now I'm going back to my normal class, and let's see what else we have to do. Create 3 assignments. Make all assignments due December 4th at 11:55. 2 assignments completed via online text. Make each of these worth 30 points. 1 assignment should involve the uploading of a file. Make it worth 50 points. You can do 2 of the uploading of a file assignment, 1 of the online text. It's up to you. So let's see how we're going to do this. I'm going to click here on Add an Activity or Resource, and I get this menu, and there's the assignment menu. The name of this assignment is Questions 1, or however you want to title it. And then you'll list your questions, and then you put the nature of the assignment right here. Now, I'm going to make one of these one of the ones you answer via online text. So I'm going to list my questions directly in here. And so on. If you've already had the questions written, you can copy and paste. Now, I told you to make them all due December 4th at 11:55 p.m. That'd be military time. As we scroll down, now, these are going to be my online text answerable questions, so I'm going to tell it to give the online text box and no file submissions. Told you to make online text worth 30 points. Right there in the grade, and I hit Save. I can hit Save and Display and see the class. If I wanted to see the way students look at this, I can go back down to my settings and switch my role to student. And that's the way the students would see it. And I can click Add Submission. Go. And when I'm done, I hit Save Changes. And there's the answers right there. So that's the first kind of assignment. I'm going to go back to my class. I'm going to create the second kind of assignment. I have to return to my normal role to see the editing and all the features like that. Add an activity or a resource. This is another assignment. This one we're going to have someone upload a file. It can be a PowerPoint, it can be an essay. I'm not going to give as much detail as you probably will in the assignment. So I'm going to scroll down. Once again, we make it due on December 4th. No online text, but we want one file submission. I said make this one worth 50 points. Save and display. There we go. Once again, let's look at it as a student would. That's what the student would see. When they hit the Add Submission button, they get the little place where they can add a file. Returning to my normal role. Back in the class, let's see what other assignments we have. Create a link to a relevant web page and label it appropriately. There's our Wikipedia page on Bratislava. I'm going to copy that link, add an activity or resource, URL for the link, add. Notice the description here has a asterisk. That means it's a required field. I put the URL right there. I usually tell it to do it in a pop-up. Just makes it easier for students. We come down, save and return to course, and there we have the link. Click on it and bang. Upload a image, file, PDF relevant to your course and add a link to it. I don't have a picture of Bratislava, but I have something I can add. So I'm going to add an activity or resource, file, add. You make yours relevant. So let's see here. What files do I have here? Well, I've got a picture of a glacier. There's my picture of the glacier. Display. I usually, when it's a file, tell it to force download. That means it will force them to download it and just won't open it in the browser and make them wonder what's going on from there. And I'm going to return to the course. There we go. You need 3 assignments. You need to change the discussion forum. You need to label the class. You need to put the link to something, and you need to upload a file. And you'll be done. So let me know if you have any questions, and have a good holiday. We'll see you next week.